When we consider what it means to make disciples, it's important what we're aiming for. Now, let me clarify what we're not aiming for. We are not aiming for Bible knowledge, though you'll get lots. You're not aiming for faithful church attendance, though disciples become that. And you're not aiming for getting people to give or serve in your church. It's actually much bigger and way more exciting than that. When we look at the life of Jesus and what he poured into his 12, we realize there's three things that we see in particular, and we see this manifested in the book of Acts. Well, the first thing is they looked and lived like Jesus. There was more love in their life. There was the power of God operating through their lives. They also walked in the ways of God. In other words, how God did things is how the disciples did things. And they were fully engaged in God's mission of advancing his kingdom. And we see that through the entire book of Acts. Now, let me give you a working definition of disciple making. Disciple making is reproducing the character, ways, and mission of Jesus in those God brings around you, expecting them to multiply the same in others. Let me say that again. Disciple making is reproducing the character, ways, and mission of Jesus in those around you, expecting them to multiply the same in others. Now, there's four components to this, so let me hit these for you quickly. First, it's reproducing the character of Jesus, which is the who. That you start pouring in the things of Jesus that grow people so they become loving and kind and just in who they are. We also pour into them the ways of God, which is how God does things. You know, it's as important to God how we do things as the end result, and the ways of God teach us that. We also want to remind people that we don't walk in the ways of the world, but we walk differently. We walk as Jesus walked. There's also reproducing the mission of Jesus, which is the what. What is it we're to do? What's the role we play in the kingdom of God? Disciples find their role to participate in fulfilling his kingdom mission as they're being discipled. And the last thing is we want to expect people to multiply the same in others, and that is the why. The big why are we doing this? Because Jesus in Matthew 28, 18-20 asked us to reproduce his life in others. It's a deliberate process, and I want to encourage you to engage in that. Focus on reproducing the character, ways, and mission of Jesus in those around you, and watch what will happen.